Hello guys, I'm super excited to be doing this for Beachbody, for Chelsea specifically, but I know that a few more teams will be getting this. I hope you guys find it very useful. I know that working in this type of industry can be really hard. This is kind of a basic tutorial, and blogging is another tool to help you get the most out there for your coaches and for the people who love these products that you are giving to them. So let's get started. Don't worry, at the end I'll give you an option to send me any questions if something was confusing or if you have other concerns. So first of all, you should have a blog. If you don't, you really should. It gives you great content to share with your customers and other coaches. It's a great way to document your experience with the product and as a coach. It makes it easier to find you online, and it's a free marketing tool. You do not have to pay to have a blog. That's always nice. Okay, so just first things first, there are a lot of other websites out there for blogs, but these are the two main ones, Blogger versus WordPress. Blogger is best for first-time users. If you've never had a blog before, Blogger is what I recommend because it's really easy to set up, and if you really want, you can add Google AdSense on there. That's just a way to make some extra money through your blog through posting ads, and if you have a question about how to do that, I can send you stuff at the end, but we're just going over the basics. WordPress is a tad more complicated. I wouldn't recommend WordPress unless you know a bit more on blogging or computers in general. It's really good though. You can customize it much more effectively than you can with Blogger. And there's a lot of plugins, and what I mean by plugins, it'll give you an option to, it'll give people an option like subscribe to a newsletter if you want to do that. It'll give you a cool calendar. Like there's just so many things you can add to your WordPress blog that you can't with Blogger yet. Okay, so design tips. This is just for you to keep in mind as you're setting up your blog. How your blog looks is pretty much more critical than your post itself. I know that sounds weird, but if someone who is a stranger finds your blog and they think it looks messy or they can't find everything right away, they won't read it. So this is very critical to make it so people actually read your posts. So don't put a contact form on every page. What I mean by that is, so on your About Me, on your post, if you have a Contact Me at the bottom of every single one, that just kind of clogs up your post and makes it more difficult to use. Have a simple sidebar, have like your little profile, have your posts so people can go read past ones. Don't do a crazy font, make it easy to read, easy to look at. When you have images on your blog, don't have it take up most of the post. Don't have it be so big that it's distracting from what you've actually written. Basically keep it simple. So if you look at your blog and the first thing, and you can't really focus on anything because there's so much, it's time to cut back. Add tags. What I mean by tags, they are specific words and or phrases you include in a post to make your blog post more likely to come up in search results. With Blogger, it's called a label, but basically it's the same thing. It's a way for Google and Yahoo and all those to search through your blog post and pick up what words you use or what tags that you have on there, and it makes it easier for that to come up with those search results. So basically the words that you tag your post with depends on your post. So if you're talking about your experience with P90X, your tag would be P90X, Beachbody, fitness, etc. You would do some very specific keywords. So if you were doing insanity, doing sanity. If you're doing 21-day fix, you do 21-day fix. So yeah, pretty much that. This just makes it easier for you to find if people are searching for those terms. So just keep that in mind. What to write? This is something that is really good to know. I think this is the hardest part with blogs, is that I have no clue where to start. I have no clue what I'm going to write about. What do people want to read? It's very simple. Write about your experience as a coach, your experience with the fitness programs, with Shakeology. You want to make it specific to what you're doing. Talk about your workout. Talk about how it's hard, or talk about how it's great. Talk about your lifestyle. Have you made diet changes? Have you Do you have your own guilty pleasure recipe that you eat every once in a while to help you do your workout? Just talk about what you're doing to better help your body, right? What makes your business, your story, your experience unique. So like my husband, for example, he is a Beachbody coach and he's been doing the Insanity workout. His situation's unique because he's not trying to lose weight, he's trying to gain weight. And Insanity's actually helping him do that because it's helping him gain some muscle. His situation's unique simply because he's not doing this for weight loss, but his experience are others that other people will have. So this makes it so those people with those struggles, that's his niche. That will make it so they will most likely read his blog about what he's doing. Write about your business. You don't have to this is exactly what I did today, but if you find some tool that you think works fabulous and you want to share it with your other coaches, write about it in your blog. Say, hey, I tried this. This worked great. This is how I did it. This is what I liked. This is what I didn't like. This is all about you. This is to help you look at what you're doing, see if you want to make improvements, see if maybe there's something else you can try. This is basically a way for you to share your knowledge in a way that people can come back to and keep looking at. This will help your coaches and people get to know you more and what works for you. Final thought. So make sure to add images. Add images. Even if, I'm not talking before or after picture, like if it's a motivational quote or you saw a funny motivation or you saw a funny workout picture on Pinterest, add those images. Those will work the best. Obviously, before and after pictures, those are always great. One woman in my husband's Challenger group, she decided to try to upload a picture of her doing a different yoga pose every day. It's just kind of a fun way to engage everyone else. And that's a great idea, So she always posts some really cool picture of her doing a yoga pose in a cool place, and that's kind of her thing. So just something like that, or even do that. It's really cool. Be yourself. Again, people are reading your blog to find out more about your experience. You don't have to say anything specific. If you want to try a new product, or if you're doing something new, or you've tried something you didn't like it, write about it. This is all about you. This is what makes you real and your business real. This is the human side of what Beachbody and your products are, and people are more interested in that than anything. So don't be afraid to be yourself and type about what you're really feeling. Blogging does take time. People really have to keep that in mind. It's not always as simple, okay, I got this done. Sometimes it'll come really quickly to you. You will get inspired and just be able to write and write and write. And that's fabulous. You want to capitalize on those moments for sure. But I told my husband, right, when he started this, you need a blog about your Insanity experience every day. And sometimes it takes a lot longer for him to write his post. But he always ends up with a great post doing what we've talked about. And let's talk about his experience. And people like reading it because they're looking at, wow, this is someone who's actually doing the program. I am following his journey. So just keep that in mind. It gives you content to give your trainees and potential coaches. So, this, and again, I feel like I'm being dead horse, but this is essential. This gives you something to share. This gives you something to get your name out there in Beachbody and the programs that you love and are working for you out there. With my next video, we'll go in much more into how to share your content and where to share your content. But this is just basically for now, you need content to share. Beachbody comes out with some great videos, some great products for you to talk about and share. But people need more than just a commercial or a short advertisement. They want to see how it actually works, and that's where you come in. That's where you can go, hey, there's so much out there. This is how it works. This is what it's done for me, or this is what it hasn't done for me. Don't be afraid to post the good or the bad because it just makes it more real. All right, I know that was a little short, but I hope that it helped give you an idea of what blogging is and what to focus on with that. The hardest part is to start. So if you have any questions, or if you created a blog and you want some feedback, like, okay, how can I simplify it? How can I make it people see it more? Go ahead and email me at spear.kaylee@virtual-pr.com, or you can tweet the question to @spearkaylee. I totally forgot to do my intro at the beginning, but My name is Kaylee Spear, obviously. I'm a social media specialist and I've done a variety of, I design social media campaigns and write content for companies and individuals. And it's something I love, so this is something I know a lot about. But yeah, if you have any questions or if you wanted to touch more on, putting ads on your blog, all that stuff, send me an email and I'll make sure to help you out and just help you use this amazing resource to help you and your business. Thank you so much, and I really hope that this helps.